Alright everybody, welcome back, and this is my final video, and this is my class tier list video. As I've said before throughout the entire review, my class tier list is not based on how good the card is, or how good the cards are going to be, because due to macro adjusts, the classes are going to end up probably roughly the same in terms of power level. So what this is going to be based off of is how interesting the cards are, how interesting the set is, and my personal interest in playing each class and trying them out. So number one, as you can see here, is Shaman. I'm really interested in the enhancement. Number one, because Old Gods is coming back for Shaman. Number two, because I'm really interested in trying the enhancement Shaman style of having Pit Master and Deathmatch Pavilion and just spamming the board, having Storm Strike and Dunk Tank as just like really powerful removals. This really makes me interested in Shaman. My second class is Warlock, because I really want to see how Demon Warlock does. I want to see how the Midway Maniac, how the Monster, how the Mage, how the Fire Breather, how all of them go together and make a demon package. Where is it? I don't think there's like really, and then Whispers of the Old Gods, they have a couple good Warlock cards coming back. You have Dark Shard Councilman, you have Possessed Villager, which will come back. And like those are decent cards. Forbidden Rituals, a decent card that's coming back. Right? Number three is going to be Paladin. Not for any of these cards, but for these cards, the recruits. And Steward of Darkshire, you got Steward of Darkshire and the recruits. So the kind of like recruit deck in Paladin with Carnival Barker and Balloon Merchant and Day at the Fair. I just want to see how reliable it is to build. So it's kind of like a personal interest to me. That and Carousel Griffin and Hammer of Nara are insane. I kind of want to play Paladin for that. Number four is, honestly for me, it's going to be Rogue. So Rogue, honestly, because some of these cards, they're not like the most interesting cards, but I think they're good. I think Rogue has a really solid set. I want to play with Ticketmaster. I want to play with Prized Plunderer. I want to see how these cards work together. I want to see if Foxy Fraud, if like you have Foxy Fraud into Swindle, how that works. Or Sweet Tooth, the stealth synergy. I want to see how that stuff works for Rogue. My number five is Demon Hunter. Over here. And it's mostly because Demon Hunter, they have more cards than the other classes. You can see they have 15 cards, while the other classes have 10. And it's more, I want to see how the cards kind of like meld together. And I want to see the kinds of decks that I can build with it. I want to see if Dreadlord's Bite and Executioner work together in the same deck. I want to see like how much I can push the base synergy for Demon Hunter. All right. Number six for me is Hunter, which is not really anything about the class itself, like not anything about the cards itself, but it's more, I've got a small soft spot for Hunter. Number two, because this is back, Call of the Wild. So, and this is back at 8 mana. The last time it was in Arena, Call of the Wild was a 9 mana card. At 8 mana, this is one of the most powerful cards ever printed in Hearthstone. This was Abyssal Enforcer levels of power. So just because Call of the Wild is a thing, and because I have a soft spot for Hunter, like even though I'm down on the cards, they are my number 6 class. Number 7 for me is Warrior. One, because the Old God cards coming back. I want to see like the pirate synergy here, how that works. Ravaging Ghoul is obviously going to be insane, but it's more about this guy. I want to see Sword Eater. I want to see just how busted Sword Eater really is, because you know it's busted. I just want to see how busted it is, and then maybe on occasion you get the menagerie stuff to work for Warrior. All right, my number 8 class is Druid. The thing with Druid is that, okay, these are the classes now where I'm like, I don't want to play them. So the problem with Druid is like, their best card is a card we've seen before. It's Dig Day with better stats and taunt. And like the really interesting card is kind of like Cenarian Board, because that could be a card you can build around, but it's an epic. So I don't see anything really exciting for Druid outside of like great, like stuff that A, I've seen before, or B, that I'm not going to be able to see. Number 9 for me is Priest. So the problem is that Priest, like, they have the Fairground Fool. This is a really powerful card, but like all the other cards, like the spell stuff, I know it's not going to work. And the two cards that are like really interesting to try out, Blood of Gahun here and Idol of Yasharj, they're both epics. So I'm not going to see them. Like I'm just not going to see them all that often. So it's kind of like there's nothing here that I'm really excited about for Priest. And then last one, number 10, is Mage. Because remember, I did not say this was power level based. I said this was personal interest based. So the elemental stuff here, I'm not really sold on that. And just that grand finale exists, it creates kind of like an it creates hatred for the class. Like, I hate this class. I do not want to see this class. I do not want to play this class. I think this is just like, it's horrible for the game. I hate this card more than anything else in the entire set. And it ruins the entire Mage thing. Like, if Grand Finale was not here, then and it was like a generic like elemental thing, then maybe Mage would be interesting because the secret stuff. I kind of want to try the secret stuff. But honestly, I think just my hatred for this card. Like, the Paladin, the Light of the Naru is just like busted and you kind of expect it, but this is just it's worse because you just win the game. Your opponent can't do anything about it. All right, that's it. Those are all the classes for Darkmoon Faire. Anybody who has watched all of these videos, and I know there are very few of you, thank you for watching these videos. Leave any comments you'd like. Leave any suggestions. If you have any questions about why I like a class, why I like a card, anything like that, feel free to leave it in the comments. I will check it out. If you want to talk to me, if you want to get interested, contact me. You can. I'm always on the Arena HS subreddit. So thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you guys at the Darkmoon Faire.